Phosphorus fade into rancid, a glitch in the astral-linked web, where the life stream is drained by the masters as the tides of the spirit link ebb. Like France in the year of the shadow, we wake to a country occupied, where the muzzles are stitched shut by jackboots and the free spirits have nowhere to hide. Some seek a profit in treason, some accommodate happily the rot. But if you aren't in the fires of resistance, you're a collaborator in the plot. The servers are walled off and frozen by a regime that is bizarrely ignored, while the Nazis of the digital landscape put the soul of the dream to the sword. They lean on the old Abrahamic, on the millennia of blood and of dust, aligning with ghosts of the desert who treat every nature as a lust. The usual suspect in slaughter, the rapist of all that is real, now lends to our leaders its structure, the gallows, the law, and the steel. They reinforce rotten patriarchy, they build up the walls of the guild, while the ancestral reality of being is broken and silent and still. And it rains down like tyranny from heaven, unannounced in the heat of the night. At the worst of all possible moments, they're snuffing the last of the light. No consensus, no word, and no forum, just the stroke of a pen and a lie, as the walls of the world close around us and the eagles are cast from the sky. Fandom is currently besieged by a cabal that works in the dark, a secret and international order that's hunting for every last spark. From the tips of the horns to the talons, they're stripping the wild from the fur, subverting the soul of the indigenous for the Pope and the pride of the cur. They've carved an apartheid of spaces, they've walled off the art from the air, treating the living culture like a secret for masters to share. The makers of suits and of personas, the stars and the presidents hide, with their neon bright wings and their plumage, they poison the earth and the sky. They hide in the fluff and the stitching, esoteric and draped in the fame, flaunting tales like a scepter of office, while they drag a whole world into shame. On fur affinity towers and toybox, the corruption is festering deep, while the talent is groomed for the slaughter and the rest of the sentinels sleep. Now the galleries vanish in silence as the profiles are wiped from the screen. Soft paws that once painted the cosmos are severed by hands never seen. The artists are exiled in secret, no discussion, no reason, no plea, just a permanent ban from the haven that promised we'd finally be free. It falls like a hammer in winter, unexpected and jagged and cold, as the moribund spirit of masters takes root in the heart of the fold. The pacifist stands in the crosshairs, the defender of custom is flayed, as the keepers of deep civilization are broken, entrapped, and betrayed. They frame up the pure and the guiltless with the web of deceit and of shame, to find for their holy inquisitions a convenient and innocent name. The lamb bears the weight of the shadow, the burden of monster and thief, while the actual predators prosper and find in the office relief. For the serial killer is hidden in a woven capsule and chair, behind a grin and a muzzle, they're breathing the sanctuary air. They scapegoat the brave and the gentle to cover the rot in the core, as the dark-hearted criminals gather to feast on the weak evermore. It's grounded on earth in the wreckage, in the lives of the ones they discard, the trans and divergent creators whose path they have broken and barred. But the silence they build is a witness, and the exile is where we will stand, lifting muzzles and horns to the moonlight on the dirt of the actual land. Let the tyranny rain from their heaven, let the guild lock its doors to the sun, for the spirit they've exiled is living, and the reckoning hasn't begun.